Good morning, it's day 25. I don't know, maybe the 17th of June. You got me. Yeah, it's Wednesday the 17th of June. Getting ready to take off. See what the weather holds. Supposed to get some pretty heavy downpours around 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. See how it goes, how far I make it. Right now I get a nice morning walk across the pasture. Shouldn't be too bad, and then go back to the steep ups and downs for a little bit. Crossing the cow pasture this morning. Hikers, do not approach the cows. But that's it. Cross the field, over the railroad tracks, and into the woods. Wow, this is really nice. A lot of board walking. They've definitely taken time to keep this up nice. It's nice and cool this morning. Probably in the lower 60s right now. It's supposed to get up to the, 80s today. Up into the 80s. See what the end of the day holds, time-wise and weather-wise. Maybe if there's some pickup points that aren't too far apart, maybe push on another mile or so. Each mile I can chip away at when it's not raining is good. Nice little bridge walkway here over this wider stream. Doesn't look like it's moving. Oh, I guess it is up there. It looks like it's moving a little bit. But yeah, I can see the rocks down there. I'm turning off from a bike path onto the Appalachian Trail now. The sign back there says if people are going on the trail and having bicycles, they need to park their bikes and walk the trail. That bikes are not allowed on the Appalachian Trail in this section. It's been a beautiful start to the morning. I have thoroughly enjoyed the dirt walk, the boardwalks, and holding off on the rocks. Lots of roots here. Makes me think of Maine. Big open area here. And look at this beautiful boardwalk I get to go on. What an amazing morning. All those hikers carrying those heavy packs. What a relief it is for them. What I have done so far this morning is a huge change from what I've been seeing with the rocks and boulders to this. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. And what a relief. For me as a, slack packing mama here. But for all those carrying their heavy packs, you want to sit down, have your lunch. Past the bench earlier, there's another one there. This is just beautiful. Beautiful sight for the weary feet. Up and over the railroad tracks, maybe? Maybe I'm crossing over the tracks again. Nope. Got a nice big bridge over a river or stream. I don't know at what point a stream constitutes a river or vice versa. See the cables for the suspension bridge. Warning, shallow water, hidden hazards, pedestrian use only. 20 people is the max amount you could have on here. I would think you would worry more about the weight versus the number of people. There's a looks like an observation deck over there. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. I don't know if we walk by it or not, but it looks like an observation deck of some sort. But then I go back down the stairs here and onto the boardwalk again. Well, I have made it over to this area I thought may have been an observation deck. I mean, I guess you could use it as an observation, but it's more a bridge over a big swampy pond. A lot of algae in there. Holy cow. I wonder if when it rains and it stirs up all that muck, if it's really stinky. That was a wonderful 2.5 mile walk. Nice change. Nice views. I kept looking out to see if there were maybe some big birds hanging around out there, but all I saw were the little ones. But now it's back to the reality of the climbs, and right now dirt trail though, so this is perfect. We have got about 3.2 miles to the highest point for me right now today, but there are several ups and downs in between there. That was wonderful. Oh, the coolness of this feels good. And the woods here. But yeah, penny views that come. Pull the camera back out. How nice that they have cut back all the overgrowth on this part of the trail. And this is very, very nice of whoever did this. A nice bridge coming along here. Ooh, definitely a moving creek. I don't need any water yet, but if I did, well, I'd have to see. You could hear cows in the pasture up there, the road, so maybe this would be a runoff from their pasture area. You could hear them mooing away. And back up I start going. But this one right now looks to be a dirt path, so this is nice. These are some very interesting feathers. If anybody has an idea what type of bird or animal they are from, please leave it in the comments, because I have no idea. I don't see a body anywhere. I just see all those feathers. Still making my way up to the first view. I have about 0.6 miles to get there. There's a bit of this downhill before I turn around and go back up towards that viewpoint. The temperature feels like it's dropped a little bit. Every now and then there's some blue skies coming through the clouds. Wow, now that's quite the blowdown over the trail, huh? I do have to say, this section through here, there have been a lot of blowdowns, that I'm surprised haven't been taken care of yet, because there's paved roadways not far from here. So being able to get the equipment needed to get those cut up and off the trail. Again, I've never done it, but I wouldn't think it'd be that hard to do when you're that close to a paved road, where you're maybe hauling the stuff half mile or a mile and not 5 or 6 miles. Okay, this is a bit of a slanted rock. I think I'll put the phone away. But yeah, they must have had quite a storm come through this area. Knock all these down. I have a little bit of a rocky outcrop here with some views to the west. You can hear a chainsaw going in the distance. I am off the mountains for now and down on another bog boardwalk area. That descent off the area where I took videos from the rocky outcrop there. Hoo-wee. I didn't even bother trying to take a video. I took a couple still pictures, but oh my glory, it was harder than the stairway to heaven. So this is Wallkill Wildlife Refuge. And you literally walk right through the middle of this wildlife refuge. Now, a lady I was just walking with was telling me that down in the one corner here, I'll zoom in as best I can, but there's not a nest there now. But she said way down in the corner there, last year there was an eagle's nest. It had the babies. She said, but this spring she doesn't think they were able to have a baby because they haven't seen the eagle around. She said she just doesn't think that took. So, but this is the refuge. They've cut this area here way back, which is awesome for walking. But yeah, simply amazing. And I want to say, gee, I don't know, 1.5 miles or something, walking around this thing. And then I'll eventually come out to a paved road and have to walk 0.8 of a mile down the paved road. But pretty neat. Pretty neat out here. Looks like the water's down low. Right now I'm on State Line Road doing a road walk over the Wallkill River. Alright, I should be coming to the end of my road walk. See if this is where the trail enters. It says turn to the right. Yes, I think it's beside all this trash. Ooh-wee, how nice to get back into the woods out of that sun. Now, it was nice to walk on flat area, mind you. But good to get back into the woods. The Wallkill Wildlife Refuge there was really neat. That was pretty neat. I can't imagine how many more birds or different things you'll see in there if it had water in it, but the water was so low, things like the eagles wouldn't be able to find their food. But pretty neat anyway. A lot of people out walking today from the local area, so it made it enjoyable to be able to chat with a bunch of them as I walked around on the trail. Okay, I'm gonna put this back away. The heat has once again taken a toll on me. But, all right, I've come out into this huge meadow area. I wasn't expecting this. Thought I was gonna stay in the woods for a while. The breeze feels great. I'm really not sure how long I'll be in this meadow. But that's my view. Well, how lovely that somebody put a chair up here. I'm definitely taking advantage of this for a few minutes and having a seat. So I sit here and enjoy the view. Oh, wee. Now this boardwalk's pretty cool. They have non-skid on it, which is an awesome idea, because how many times when these boards get wet after the rain, they get a little bit of a, I don't know what you would call it, mold or mildew type stuff on it, and they get really slippery. Probably mildew. But anyway, how neat that they put a non-skid on these. That's pretty cool. A little bit. There's still a lot of sunlight left, so I'm going to go ahead and do another 2.3 miles. Hope I get it done. Doesn't look like rain's coming in now. It sprinkled for a little bit and then stopped. So that may have been the extent of it. I've got, I know, 3 or 4 small ups and downs in the next 2.3 miles. But that'll be good. And right now, my phone is showing the forecast for tomorrow morning is thunderstorms all morning. So I'd rather get the miles in now, knowing I could sleep in for a bit tomorrow. So that's a good thing. Take advantage of the weather and the sun being up, and possibly this terrain. Hopefully it stays this way. I'm doing a road walk by this boggy area, and I see the blazes, but I'm not quite sure why, because when I pull up the map on my phone, it shows that I'm not on the trail, but yet I see blazes along here. Oh, cool. Oh, it just flew away. I was gonna get a picture of it. It just flew away. Landed right over in there. Now I'm going back down into the woods, so I wonder if it flooded out and they put the reroute there, and the app in Far Out just has not updated. The map in the app has not been updated. The water level looks pretty high, that's for sure. That's the bog over there. Got some deer in the field. One just saw me. I'm trying to see if I can get... As I went to take the video, my poles clanked together. So there's 1, 2, and then there's another deer popping its head up there that made this one run away a little bit. And then there's another one back there. There are 3 of them. All right, coming up here to the end of my day. I don't even know how many miles it was since I added on and then added on. So I'm not sure how many miles I've gone, but total it up and it'll be in the description. But yeah, so this trail has been wonderful. Yeah, there was one section that was super hard, but other than that, this is what I like with the trail that's mud. Yeah, some roots and rocks, but not the darn feeling like I'm a rock climber. So this has been great. But it is time to call it a day. My feet are letting me know they've had enough. So see what tomorrow holds. Right now showing thunderstorms for the morning. So I might sleep in and make it a short day after that. Hope you all had a great day.